2026 is upon us, and if you're watching this video, you probably have some health and fitness goals that you would like to tackle in the new year, but you might be wondering, how do I actually get started in fitness and how do I get success in my fitness goals? Hi, I'm Caitlin. I'm a certified personal trainer who wants to make fitness more approachable for gamers, anime nerds, and other beginners in a way that helps them maintain lifelong healthy habits. Video games inspired me to pursue my fitness goals, and I've been in the fitness industry for about 5 years now. So these are some tips that I have used and discovered over the course of my 11-year fitness journey. Plus, these are some tips that I give to my clients that I've worked with over the last few years. So I hope that they are helpful for you. Tip number one is to have a clear goal. When you start a new video game, usually there is an overarching mission or task to accomplish by the end of the game, and your fitness journey is really no different for you. A lot of people struggle because they start off with these really broad goals. I want to lose weight, run more, be healthier, but these are so broad that they don't have any actionable steps, and so it can be really hard to accomplish them in the first place. So you can start by asking yourself some deeper questions. How much weight do you want to lose? What does healthy look like to you? What does getting stronger look like to you? Or what would running more do for your current life and physical activities? Instead of saying, I want to lose weight, you might turn it into, I want to lose 20 pounds. Instead of saying, I want to run more, you might just specify it down to, I want to run a 5K. So now you know what you want to do. Tip number two is, how do you avoid burning out too soon? Have you ever played a game with a boss fight so frustrating that you end up leaving the game completely for days or even weeks, even though you were really excited to play it when you first bought it? Well, you don't want to be someone who starts a fitness routine only to fall off the wagon completely by March because you couldn't keep up with your own ambitions. Be honest with yourself. If you weren't working out at all in 2025, it's really unlikely that you'll be able to sustain a 5-day-a-week routine in 2026. People who do this often end up way too sore, way too tired, and then their following week only has 1 or 2 days of exercise. And that can be super discouraging when you promised yourself that you would work out 5 days a week. And this can even lead to stopping exercise completely because you feel like you can't keep up with your own goals. So if you're coming off of little to no exercise in your previous habits, 2 to 3 days is a perfectly reasonable starting point. It's okay to start out small. And when you're setting your goal, be honest with your current fitness level. The goal that you set for yourself should be a challenge, but it should not be impossible for you to accomplish, even with the progress that you will ultimately make with your new routine. Tip number three is figuring out what kind of exercise you are willing to do for your goals. This is going to be like choosing your character class or archetype. Most fitness professionals, including myself, are going to highly recommend strength or resistance training, regardless of your age or your actual goals. Strength training doesn't have to be all that you do, especially if you're brand new to it or it doesn't really interest you, but I would recommend it being a supporting factor in your overall routine. When starting out, feel free to explore all sorts of things like group exercise classes, especially if you join a gym that offers those. You can do a niche discipline like a martial art. There are boutique gyms popping up all over the place for things like Pilates, yoga, even kickboxing. You can even just go a free route and find a local community that offers a sport that you're interested in, and that can be a great way to get started in some physical activity. Whatever you choose, pick something that is enjoyable to you that'll help you stay consistent and coming back for the long term. Tip number four is getting or creating a plan that's going to provide measurable progress and consistency for you. Video game characters earn XP to unlock skills, so your fitness plan should help you unlock fitness skills that are related to your goal. There are a ton of free or low-cost plans that you can find online for almost any interest of yours, especially for things like running, strength training, yoga. I mean, the options are endless. Whether you choose group classes, an online resource, or even hiring a professional coach to build a plan for you, this should be something that you stick to for about 3 to 4 months. This will prevent you from making any unnecessary changes too soon, and it's enough time to start seeing some physical changes and results, especially when paired with consistency and a good nutritional plan. Tip number 5 is all about tracking your progress. After all, we don't have an XP bar floating above our heads when we exercise, so you're gonna basically have to create one for yourself. For many people, the number on the scale is a sign of progress, but your goal may not require you to step on a scale at all. And that scale isn't going to tell the whole story of your fitness journey. So there are a couple other things that you can look for to show that you are making progress. These are going to be things like improvements in your daily stamina, your sleep quality, your overall energy, your physical strength, your mobility, your flexibility, and even how your clothes fit. But let's say you've been working out for a few weeks now and you just want to know how to take it to the next level. There are going to be a few variations depending on your goal, but here are some basic suggestions. If you're strength training, you can increase your weights by 2.5 to 5 pounds depending on the muscle group. You're going to end up doing less repetitions, but that's okay. Stick to that increased weight with the fewer reps and then repeat the cycle once you can do 10 to 12 repetitions or that weight just feels more comfortable to you. If you're a runner, obviously increasing your distance or your overall speed is going to improve your progress over time. You could learn more complex combinations if you're doing activities like kickboxing, dance, or a martial art. And you can always add a day of exercise to your overall routine if your schedule allows for it and you're still going to be getting adequate levels of rest because you don't want to burn out too soon. This can just help build your overall weekly stamina. It keeps forming those good habits that you've been working on without completely overhauling your entire plan. It's important that you write down the results of your exercise and track it consistently. You can take note of things like how you felt, how well you feel like you performed, time-related notes, and weights or repetitions if you're doing strength training. That essentially creates your self-made XP bar. Tip number 5 is making sure that you give yourself enough time in your fitness journey. It is a journey after all and not a speed run. People tend to wildly underestimate how long it takes to start seeing the results and progress from your newly formed fitness habits. And these results can be really slow for a lot of people. If you have a fat loss goal, the average and sustainable rate of fat loss is 0.5 pound to 1 pound per week. So any claims that you may see where somebody has lost 10 to 15 pounds in 30 days has relied on very extreme measures is unsustainable and is probably a detriment to your health in the long term. Strength improvements, as in how much your body can actually pick up, can often be seen around the first month of physical activity, but visible muscle definition can take several months to be seen. This isn't an exact timeline for anybody. Results are definitely going to vary. Setting a deadline for your goals when you're making it can be really important, but not giving yourself enough time for your goals can make things feel rushed, you can feel discouraged, and you might even turn to those extreme measures that are unsustainable or unsafe for your health. On the other hand, if you give yourself too much time for your goals, you might tend to procrastinate when it comes to the consistency of exercise on a regular basis. Setting a deadline can also be a good benchmark for when it's time to switch to a less intense plan for a short period of time, making changes or updating your current plan. It can also just be a great way to keep your goals and your routine from feeling endless. And tip number 6 is to ask for help when you need it. As a trainer who works in a physical gym, I have often talked to members who have told me they were way too afraid to talk to a trainer and ask for help, even though they would admit that they had no idea what they were doing. Or they would avoid certain exercises or machines because they didn't want to give it a try, do it wrong, and then look dumb and, I don't know, somehow the whole gym find out and laugh at them. If you join a gym that has personal trainers, I highly recommend that you seek them out for help when you need it. Oftentimes, the gym or the trainers themselves will offer an introductory session, and that's a great opportunity to ask any questions you have, get to know the equipment, and just make sure that your routine is in the right track for the goals that you have. As mentioned earlier, online resources are always available, but I understand that there could be a lot of information and misinformation on the internet, so pick your resources wisely. If there's an online fitness professional that you like and follow, their social media page might even have the answers to the questions you're looking for, and it may never hurt to just reach out to them and see if they'll help you with 1 or 2 questions. In the end, you made a goal that is important to you, or at least it should be important to you. It's your health and your life after all. So while you are the main character in your fitness journey, there are guides and mentors to help you along the way, and you should absolutely take advantage of that. So what are your health and fitness goals for 2026? What struggles, questions, fears do you still have when it comes to starting a fitness journey? Please let me know in the comments. I would love to answer questions in future videos. And if you made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. As a gamer who struggled with fitness, I really do want to make it more accessible to other gamers and other beginners because fitness is so important to the longevity of our lives. Please hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you all in the next